welcome back to my channel. I can't believe August went by super quick and now we're heading to September, which fall is coming. I'm so excited for that. I hope you're excited as I am. Fall is definitely one of my favorite seasons of the year, so I'm excited for all the coziness, all the warm drinks, all the pumpkin related things. But yeah, today we're doing our September plan with me. If you watched my last video, I did a mid-year reset instead of a plan with me last month because I wanted to kind of reset and fix my brain a little bit because things have been crazy the past couple of months, and I think we are getting there, and I can't wait to share what I have planned for September. So as always, we're explaining a little bit of the same things. Today we're going to be talking about work week agenda because we just released the new 2025 planner along with a new layout that we revamped and added some new things, and I'll also update you with Q3 of goals, a little bit of home stuff, Poi Hun update, and even a life with Holly update. So I'm so excited to share with you on that and a little bit of some of my favorite productivity apps that I'm going to be using or not using, just a little bit of everything. So without further ado, let's get in. So first off, we're going to talk about Work Week Agenda. If you haven't heard of Work Week Agenda yet, it is my sister brand to my other company, Poi Hun. I wanted to create this as a separate thing because for those that either work or own a small business and just need a content planner or a planner in general, this is for you. What I believe in for Work Week Agenda is that there are 5 work days and you're supposed to enjoy your weekends. So these are weekday planners, only has from Monday to Friday, and then you should have your Saturday, Sunday off, which means there is no Saturday and Sunday for planning in here. So that is a mini intro of Work Week Agenda. If you haven't heard it yet, I'll also link it down below for you to check out and a little description for you guys. But we just released our new covers, which looks really, really pretty. We have 4 covers here, and we also updated the layout of the Work Week Agenda, which I will show you in a little bit. But we have 4 colors here. We have this one right here, which is a cream color, so this is super pretty, and our logo Work Week Agenda is kind of embossed in there. I don't know if you can see it, but I'll show you a little bit when we continue. And then we have this tan color here, which is the one I'm currently using. We have this orangey color one here. This is the sienna. And then last but not least, we wanted a pop of color, so we have this sage color, which I love so much. And as always, we do have 2 versions. One is work professional, so if you need more notes and you don't need to plan social media or anything, that is the way to go. But if you are a content planner, if you have a small business, you want to plan your social media, then we have a content planner version, and then I'll show you in a second. Okay, so this is how it looks. This is how the logo looks on it. It is called Blind Emboss. So like nice and subtle, but you can still see the logo. As mentioned, there are 4 colors in total. One of my favorites, definitely the cream, but then obviously it feels like it's gonna get dirty, so that's why we have these other 3 colors and a pop of color one too. And then we also have it available for 2025, which is a thicker book compared to our 6-month undated ones. So that's something to consider because the 2025 ones are limited. Once they sell out, we won't be restocking these because they are dated. But let's get into the new layout and the 2 different layouts we have. Okay, so I'm currently using the content planner version because I'm using it for Life with Holly Lifestyle. That's the main reason why I'm using it. We have a vision board here, and then we go straight into our categories for goals. So this goal section is completely new. You have 6 different categories you can fill for goals. So as you see, you have 6 different categories. You can also explain the why and any big roadblocks with these goals. And then after you figure out your 6 categories, you can start brainstorming mini goals out of those goals. So for example, one of my goals was email lists. So something I can be working on is adding more digital products, adding more freebies, adding more monthly updates, any Notion templates. So I can choose 2 of those goals to actually focus on. And then here we have our mini goal planning section, and this can reflect to your monthly section later on and reflect to your weekly layout too. So this is how it looks. You have the why, your notes, the steps in the bottom, which you will translate this to your monthlies and your weeklies. And you have 6 categories in total and 12 mini goals in total that you can write about. So that's the newest section. Always wanted to add a goal section to the work week agenda. So when we're doing our revamp, I knew I had to do that. So there's that. The monthly and weeklies are pretty much the same. It's just a little bit different on certain things. So for example, the monthly looks the same, but I did add this weekly task section here. So every week you can add some tasks that you might want to focus on. I'm thinking of adding like home tasks in here, while the rest of my planner would just be for work tasks. So that way I can incorporate a little bit of home stuff in here if I need to, and stuff like that. And then the next section here is the content planner. So as I mentioned, there are 2 versions of this planner. This one is the content planner version, where you have your monthly to-dos, and then you have this social media calendar. So this is perfect for those that either are planning their social media, planning their own business social media, or someone else's business social media. But if you get the work professional version, you just have a bunch of notes pages, so it really depends on what you need it for. And then the monthly only changed is this mini goals progress, so that you can keep tracking of your action goals in here. So there's that. And then other than that is obviously the weekly, which is the most popular part of this weekly planner. The only difference is that in the notes section there's lines now compared to before where there wasn't a line. And then the difference between the work professional and non-work professional is that the work professional just has notes, and then in the content planner version you have a section to track your social media stuff, like your today's posts and what you're working on. And that's pretty much it for the work week agenda. These are the new ones. I will make sure to link it down below if you're interested to check it out and maybe pick one up yourself. I am so proud of these, and I can't wait to release more things in the future. Okay, so the first update I want to share is my goals for Life with Holly Lifestyles. As mentioned in my mid-year reset, I was sharing how I was in a rut with Life with Holly. I'm not sure what I wanted to do and continue moving forward, because I've been doing desk content for a couple years now, and sometimes I feel like I don't know what else I can do to help out. I do want to be able to have a community, be able to help people out, whether it's creating their own desk, productivity tips and stuff like that, but sometimes it's just really hard when there's just so much you can do, especially in this niche. So the other day I went through my work week agenda, as we have the new layout as I shared with you a couple minutes ago, and I finally got a chance to sit down and work on my goals kind of for Life with Holly Lifestyles. And I think I have 3 different main goals that I have came up with. Obviously have 3 more to go, but I will slowly work on that later. First one I want to work on is email lists. I mentioned this before. I haven't done my monthly updates in a couple of months now, so I'm definitely going to be doing that for September, so you can kind of see how things are going in my life. I wanted to create more freebies. I feel like I stopped doing iPad things, as I mentioned even in my iPad video, so I want to get back into creating and just having fun. So something like that would be great. And then the other 2 things that I focus on for my email list is digital products and Notion templates. And for those 2, it does help me with my goal number 3, which is some sort of passive income. I've always been a graphic designer for all my life now, and I know I can create things and sell things and get some passive income by just always push it aside, because there's always something else I want to do. For example, creating content, stuff like that, because I enjoy that the most. But I know I got to start and kind of switch things up and maybe start getting some things going so that I can create some passive income when things get busy and stuff like that. And then last but not least is my website. I created my website a couple years ago. Still has a lot of old photos from a lot of old setups, so I definitely want to update a lot of that stuff and kind of create a better media kit, sponsorship page, and kind of update all that stuff with my latest content. So those are the 3 things that I think I will focus for the rest of this year and experiment around, because since I haven't done any of this stuff before, I'm definitely going to be experimenting, trying new things, and I think that'll be good, and kind of lay low on content a little bit to focus on that. So those are my goals for Life with Holly Lifestyles. I will definitely be documenting it on YouTube also, so stay tuned for some more videos and more vlogs. I'm not sure if you noticed, but my background is a little bit different than normal. My gaming setup is moved. I moved it downstairs. I actually gave the bigger desk to the hubby, so he has a bigger desk setup, and then I took his desk, which was my old desk, and switched it back to the gaming desk. But now it's pretty much empty. We have a new furniture piece there. So in the next couple of weeks, you're gonna see me create a new cozy corner. I just wanted more space to kind of just have a space to chill, read a book, just relax if I want some me time. If family come over and I just want to take a break, I can just sit here and chill. So that's kind of the plan. I'm excited to share that video with you because I'm definitely doing a video on that. So stay tuned for that. And if you have any suggestions on what you want to see and what other things I should add to my cozy corner, let me know. But that's a little update that's coming soon in a couple videos later. So now I want to share a little bit more about Poi Hun and what's going to be happening in the next couple of months. So I was focusing on work week agenda the last month, so that's why things have been happening behind the scene on Poi Hun. We are releasing our 2025 collection along with a new cover and some restocks of inserts and vellums. So by the time you watch this video, everything's actually ready to go. So feel free to go check out poihun.com to see all that stuff. But one of the main things that we're going to be doing by the end of this year is that we are actually going to be moving. Our lease is coming up at the end of this year, and I've mentioned in a couple of videos that we're looking to downsize, and I did mention that sales have been a lot slower in the past couple of years with the economy and everything, and it's fine. I still love creating for planners and stuff like that, but I guess when things like this happen, we do need to figure things out and kind of save costs on certain things. So we'll definitely be moving to a smaller space for sure, and we're looking somewhere closer to home so that it's easier for me to get to all the time. The other two things we'll be focusing for the rest of the year is focus more on production, getting stuff organized and punched so that when it is time to move, it'll be a lot easier. We probably won't be moving until October, so there's a couple of months we can work things out, and then we will probably be out of our current space around November. I'm actually kind of excited because now the space is going to be closer. I can come back home if I need to eat lunch or anything. I can just have more time, and sometimes a new space always helps a little bit, so I'm excited for that. And last but not least, I really need to get back into marketing and posting. I feel like this last year has been unmotivating, and I think I really just need to get back into being creative and just enjoying the process instead of worrying about things in general. So that's a mini update of Poi Hun. I'm actually kind of excited to see how things go, and don't forget to follow along. I'll definitely be doing a couple of small business vlogs, so stay tuned for that. Okay, so let's get into the computer stuff and the apps that I've been using and still using. So first off is obviously my 2024 goal planning Notion. I mentioned this in every video, but I do have this for free. All you have to do is sign up for my email newsletter. I will link it down below for you to check out, and you can also check out the video too. But other than that, let's get into it. So I did move things around. I added new things all at the same time. So we are at Q3 right now. Right now, mainly, there's a lot of home projects that I want to do during Q3 because I feel like this is the time where I have a little bit more time before we start moving for Poi Hun, before things just get crazy when it's the holidays and everything. So I feel like this would be the perfect time to get all those house related things done. A lot of reorganizing in the house, a lot of cleaning things out. And stuff like that. So this is what I have here. For my courses and everything, I actually stopped doing a lot of that since after Q1. So we'll see if I have time to get back into that, but if not, I'll just have to wait till next year for that. But other than that, mainly is just getting projects done and reorganizing things so things can be at a good spot. And then Q4 actually added my cozy corner and reorganized home office. I'll probably get my cozy corner stuff done before then, but the reorganized the home office might be something I do later on when I have a little bit more time. Then we have my hubby and I's Notion area. These are all the tasks that we need to do. I actually added a lot more. I even added a completed area so that it can be separated, but we can still see that we've done these things. So it's good to look and see what's already been done. So mainly these are all the tasks that I have for the next couple of weeks and months. A lot of them can be easy, but there's also some that can be hard. So I'm going to be slowly adding the dates for these. I already added priorities. I just need to figure out what days I am in town, because sometimes I am in vacation on a trip, or I'm hanging out and visiting our parents in Vancouver. So I need to figure those dates out and then kind of set dates for them, so that's easier to see, like, oh, these are the things I have to do this week. These are the things I have to do next week. So that is my little to-do task for the home projects, and I just wanted to share with you on that. So we're going to talk about Rella. I haven't chatted about Rella in a while, but recently they actually switched and revamped everything, and now it's a little bit different. So I want to show you a little demo and what I've been loving about it, and I'm excited to share because things have changed, and they did do a lot of like updates and a lot of different things. So I'm excited to share with you on how I feel about it. So this is how it looks. You have a board section now, which I thought was kind of cool. This is something I don't necessarily 100% need, but it's nice to have and kind of see at a glance. Before they had this idea section, which I did miss when it was connected to your calendar section, but now it's a separate area, which that's one thing that I wish it was still kind of connected, so I can kind of see my calendar and my ideas all at once, but maybe they'll change things up in the future. So what I love about Rella is that they do listen to their creators, they do listen to the social media people, they will change it up based on what you guys think. So I wanted to also mention that because there was a lot of things that I was wishing they had or wishing they would switch out, and I've seen some of those changes. So it's really, really good to hear that. But other than that, now you have a calendar view. Now you're able to move things around. Before I wasn't able to, so that's really, really good. Now you can see everything at a glance. I guess it's nice that their user interface looks a little bit better too. I feel like it's a lot more bigger and brighter, so I can kind of see it at a glance. I did switch it into starting the week on Monday. Before, I believe Sunday, it was only a Sunday start, so that's really good to see. There is a weekly section, which I never use, a daily section, which I also never use, and now they also have a list section, just in case you just want to scroll up and down to see your schedule. And then also on the top you have a feed section, which you can see everything at a glance, which they used to have, but now it's like in a better view on top. Other than that, I think those are the biggest changes, is adding the board, their user interface changed, and also in the top you can also search content, which I thought was super cool. So if I wanted to see September related plan with me, it will show up here, so that's good. So if your stuff is lost somewhere, you can always search it, which I thought was a pretty smart thing. But I think that now they changed it up. They want to focus not just on content creators, but also social media managers and stuff like that. So I thought that was kind of cool to see. You're able to actually if you open things up, you can see the activity, you can add some messages, so it's perfect if you're working with someone. So in the future, if Live with Holly needs an assistant or something, then I can collaborate with other people. They can send me my posts to approve and stuff like that. So I thought that was super cool. But for me, I needed more simple for now since I'm just using it for myself. But I thought that was a pretty cool concept that they're actually changing things up a little bit so that social media managers can use it. People, like for example, if Poi Hun at the end decides to have a content creator or a social media person to help, then we can collaborate and work together in the board. So I thought that was cool. Wanted to show you a little update on that. I'm excited to see more updates as it comes, but yeah. So the last thing I want to chat about is books. I haven't been reading this month at all, maybe like a couple of pages. So I definitely want to be finishing the Emily Henry's Funny Story. It's actually a pretty good book, but I just feel like I've been super tired a lot this month and have just been focusing more on TV shows and stuff like that. So hopefully I can find some time when it gets a little bit cozier and when I have my cozy corner all set up that I'll have some time to do some reading either in the morning or a little bit in the evening. So there's that. So this is one of the books that I want to finish because I didn't finish last month, but I also want to read this book here. This is the Colleen Hoover It Ends With Us, because they have their movie out. I wanted to read this before I go watch the movie or anything, because I heard reading books are also a lot better than the movie itself, so I definitely want to do that first. So these are two books that are my goals for September. We'll see how that goes. I know I did have a summer book that I wanted to read for August and I didn't read. We'll see if I want to read it still, because fall is coming and I probably want some more fall vibes, so we'll see how that goes. But yeah, these two are my goals. We'll see how that goes. But yeah, that is my last update for the day. So that is it for this month's Plan With Me video. I'm super excited to get back into things, and usually I feel like when it's a new quarter or a new season, I am more motivated to do things, so I'm excited to get back into things. I'm excited to do my cozy corner for sure, because then I can just hang out there and get some work done. There's been a lot of changes in the past couple of weeks and even a couple of months, so I'm excited to get back into everything, and I kind of feel like I have a little bit more clarity since my mid-year reset video, so I'm excited to figure out things as I go and get back into everything in general. But thank you so much for hanging out and watching my video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Feel free to comment or let me know anything that is in your mind, whether it's content you want to see, any feedback on anything. I'll be glad to hear it. And that's it for today. Don't forget to follow me at Life with Holly Lifestyles on Instagram and TikTok, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!